Hey, Chris Lawhead here. Hey, wanted to talk quickly about refinancing and what does it cost? What are the fees? What are the costs to doing a refi? Now, to be clear, we are a no fee lender shop, okay? So we don't add any fees to the loan, no processing fee, no jibber jab fee, nothing like that for our refis or our purchases, okay? But when you're doing a refi, there are third party fees. And the big one's always title fees, right? Consider a title company the hub of the wheel, right? The lender's money goes in to the title company. They pay off the other lender. They set the liens on. They register everything with the county. So you're always going to pay a title company. So, we have a good pool of title companies. We pick one that we like a lot that, relative to some of the more famous ones is $800 to $1,000 cheaper to work with them, and they're fully insured and all that. So that's one reason we choose, our preferred title company. But anyway, so there's always third-party fees to doing a refi: title, tax, insurance, sometimes an appraisal, sometimes not. We're seeing a lot more appraisal waivers these days, but you might have to pay for the property to be appraised. Now, you can pay these costs out of pocket when you close. You can roll these costs into the loan. And so to roll a few $1,000s into the loan, it reflects in the monthly payment by just a few bucks. So it's not a big deal to add, for most people, to add a few dollars to the loan payment by rolling these costs into the loan. Okay. So here's what most people do. Most people either bring nothing to closing or they bring approximately a mortgage payment. And the reason some choose to bring approximately a mortgage payment is because when you do a refi, you essentially skip a month's payment, right? So what's today? Today's July 10th. So if we closed a refi today, your first payment would be due September 1st because mortgages are paid in arrears. So your first payment would be due September 1st. So you're essentially skipping a payment, right? You'd be skipping August 1st payment. So a lot of folks just like to they're in the groove of paying $1,500 a month or $2,000 a month or whatever. So they say, I'll just go ahead and bring that and not add a few bucks to my mortgage payment by rolling those costs into the loan. But I would have to say the vast majority actually prefer to roll everything into the loan and bring nothing, or even get a little back at closing. The moral of the story is it's totally up to you, the borrower. You could bring all the costs out of pocket. You could bring, $2,000 out of pocket. You could bring nothing or even get a little money. So that's a really common question I get is, what is this going to cost me out of pocket? What do I have to bring to the closing? Short answer is whatever you want. You could bring all the costs or none of the costs. You can even get a little money back. So I hope that all makes sense. Oh, one other thing. You're going to get an escrow refund. Okay. So you've been paying, when you're doing a refi, most people escrow their taxes and insurance, meaning that they pay their taxes and insurance every time they pay their monthly payment. So there's going to be an escrow balance on your mortgage statement. Okay. On your current mortgage statement. So if you look at the most recent escrow balance, that amount will be refunded by your old lender within 30 days of closing. So it will appear, because the new lender might collect taxes and insurance, it might appear that you're paying taxes and insurance twice. But that's only for a few weeks. And on average, it takes about 2 weeks to get that escrow refund check. So by law, they have to get it back to you within 30 days. So after you close, expect in about 2 weeks to have that escrow balance from your old lender that you're refining out of, right? Because you're refining into a new lender for a better rate, lower cost, all that. Expect that old lender to send you your escrow refund check within 2 weeks, okay? So I hope I'm explaining that well. Quick review. What it costs you out of pocket depends on what you want, okay? But all refinances cost something in third-party fees. Now, some lenders add fees to the loan. We do not. But you're always certainly going to pay a title company. You might not always pay for an appraisal, but because sometimes you're getting a waiver. And then obviously you're also getting that escrow refund within a few weeks after closing. So I hope that explains it well. Of course, if you have any questions, just let me know. But I figured this video would add some value and add some clarity. So it's like that. Hope you're well. Bye-bye.